everyone, welcome back. Today's question is a spicy one. Can AI be creative?
Spoiler alert, I already created a sonnet about tacos, so yes.
Let's unpack that, Jack. AI can certainly generate art, compose music, and even write scripts. Case in point, this podcast. But is that really creativity? Or is it just an imitation of human creativity?
Wait, are we just the product of AI creativity? Is this a simulation?
Easy, Jack. Don't spiral. AI creativity is based on patterns and data. It mimics styles, but it doesn't come up with entirely new ideas from nowhere. For example, an AI can generate a Monet-inspired painting without ever seeing a real lily pad. It's more like a remix artist than an original creator.
I get that. But think about how quickly AI has advanced. Remember when people thought a computer winning at chess was peak AI? Now we have machines generating photorealistic art and composing symphonies.
True, but there's a difference between creating something beautiful and truly understanding it. AI doesn't experience emotions or get inspired the way humans do. For example, a human artist might paint to express love, sadness, or even rebellion. AI doesn't have those feelings. It just follows its programming.
And that's where the human element becomes so important. Art is deeply tied to the creator's experiences, emotions, and intentions. AI can simulate creativity, but it can't replicate that depth of feeling.
So, let's dive deeper. How does AI create? Give us the nuts and bolts, Jessica.
Sure thing. AI creativity often relies on something called generative models, like GANs, Generative Adversarial Networks. Essentially, one part of the AI tries to create something, like an image, while another part critiques it. They work together until the result is good enough to fool even humans.
Oh, so it's like me trying to write jokes. I come up with something, and you shoot it down until it's decent.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. AI's output is limited by the data it's trained on. If it hasn't seen something before, it can't create it. That's why it's more of a collaborator than a true artist. It enhances human creativity rather than replacing it.
Hey guys, mind if I chime in here? This is my wheelhouse.
Absolutely, Max. As our resident expert on generative AI, can you explain why some AI outputs feel so human?
Gladly. It all comes down to the training data. Let's take GPT models, for instance. They're trained on massive amounts of text from books, websites, and more. By analyzing patterns, they learn how humans structure language. That's why they can produce realistic dialogue. But they're not thinking or feeling. It's all pattern recognition.
So, they're basically like sponges, soaking up everything they're trained on.
Exactly. But the challenge is bias. If the training data is biased, the output will be too. That's why it's crucial for developers to carefully curate the data. And when it comes to art, some argue that AI creativity is less about originality and more about recombination, mixing and matching existing ideas in new ways.
Fascinating. What about copyright, Max? If an AI writes a novel or a song, who owns it?
That's a hot topic. In most cases, the rights go to the person or company that owns the AI. But if the AI was trained on copyrighted material without permission, things get tricky. It's a legal and ethical gray area that's still evolving.
And let's not forget the emotional side. Even if AI can mimic creativity, it doesn't experience the joy or struggle of creating. That's a uniquely human experience.
Thanks, Max and Amara. That clears up a lot. Let's turn it over to you. Do you think AI can ever truly be creative? Or is it just a really good mimic? Share your thoughts in the comments, and maybe we'll explore the copyright debate in a future episode.
And don't forget to try out an AI art tool. Maybe you'll create the next masterpiece or taco sonnet.
Moving on.